Oh my gosh, you guys, there are so many people out there getting sucked into the rent to own scams. They're so desperate to get into a home that they'll believe anything that people tell them. So, usually, what happens in these rent to own scams, like it's typically an individual investor or an individual person. And what they do is they're going to take a large option deposit from you up front. It could be anywhere from $10,000 to 10% of the purchase price of the home. So they promise you the option to buy the home at some point in time in a preset price. Well, what happens is most people, I would say, probably 40% of people just never get themselves in a position to actually be able to buy the home. They aren't able to get qualified for the mortgage. They can't quite get their credit score up there. Or in today's market, interest rates are a little bit higher than they were a few months ago, and the mortgage payment is just simply not affordable. So, they're promised to be able to buy this home at a certain point in time. And what most people don't realize that if they're not able to buy the home, guess what? They do not get that option deposit back. So the only person that it's benefiting right now is the individual owner or landlord or investor. They're going to, in most cases, they're going to take that 10% deposit or that $10,000, whatever the amount is, and they're going to use that towards their own mortgage, qualifying for their mortgage to actually purchase the home. So they're basically using your money to buy the home, and you're not getting the benefit. You're paying rent in the meantime, and then you're not, you might be able to buy it at some point in time, but in the event you're not able to, you're just out that money, like point blank. And at the end of your lease, guess what? You've lost your option. You can no longer buy that home. You're like dead in the water. Versus there are legitimate lease option companies out there that truly have um, your best intentions at heart. They're not going to take a large deposit from you. As a matter of fact, it's just a very small, just a security deposit, just like any other rental, which guess what? At the end of your lease, if you decide, you know what, this home isn't really the one for me, it's like not as big as we would like. We'd like to go a little bit bigger, or, let's try and go for a pool home. Not really a huge fan of our neighbors. One of our neighbors next door is like constantly out on the front, like smoking and playing loud music. And it's just not our ideal neighborhood. We'd like to move. So you actually get your security deposit back at the end of your lease, just like any other rental. Conversely, if you decide, I actually really love this house, it's perfect, I can see myself living here forever or for at least the next few years, you can exercise your option. You're going to know upfront what your option price is going to be years 1 through 5 or years 1 through 3, whatever state you're living in. And if the market continues to go up and you're locked in at a certain price,
It's my 9 o'clock.
oh, sorry.
Hey, hey everyone. It looks like I actually logged in correctly. And that's